when I met my wife, she said, I think it was the first Christmas we were together, it was, hey, can you help me bake cookies for a Christmas cookie exchange? I said, yes, absolutely. It's a competition and I'm going to win. She said, nope, it's just a friendly exchange. And we made the spiced molasses cookies. It's actually the same recipe that we started with 9 years ago. And everybody was crazy about those. And then the next year we made chocolate crinkle with peanut butter inside. And a friend of ours is a chef and said, hey, you could sell these. I was like, really? Like, that was the first time. Like, I'd always harbored these grand delusions of culinary stardom, but that was the first time that someone I trusted that I knew their way around the kitchen said that, gave that validation, said you could sell these. And so it took a couple years of tinkering with recipes, waiting until we could buy a house, and we put in an inspected kitchen in our basement then. When we bought our house, I had my appendix taken out, and we didn't have satellite service hooked up yet, so I only had a couple movies to watch. I just read a book by Clayton Christensen, and I'm going to butcher the name of the title, but I think it was like, what do you want your life to be? And, that was before we started the business. We had flirted with the idea of opening it. And I thought, how can I be more like the dude? Nothing ruffles his feathers, nothing bothers him. I mean, in truth, I'm probably more like Walter. I'm like turned up to number 11 all the time, like I'm just amped up, ready to go. But I want to be more like the dude. I just want to go with the flow. And so part of it's a reminder to myself that you're making cookies. You're not doing, it's not rocket science. Like, nobody's life is in danger with cookies. You should have fun with this. And, there's all kinds of fun names you can pull out of the movie. Like, our chocolate chip is named the original dude because it really ties the room together. And sometimes I just wake up in the middle of the night and think that would make a good cookie. And sometimes I'm watching an old episode of Seinfeld and say, oh, that's kind of funny. I wonder if I can make a cookie to that. And so it gives people like just a multifaceted approach of entering the shop. This is 5.5 years now that the business has existed. And since July, we've been working on getting this space open and ready and the kitchen in and turning it from a toy store to a bakery. On one half of the store, we sell the ingredients for you to take home and bake for yourself. We'll tell you why those things are special, how to use them, from the bulk ingredients to the spices, the olive oils, the syrups, the salts. They're great gifts, but they're also, I think a greater gift is you taking the time to make something for someone, and when you pick out special ingredients, things that they would like, there's a huge mental health benefit to cooking for other people, seeing the joy that they have when you take the time to make something for them. You also can't bake and think about your own current problems. Otherwise, you're going to forget the salt, or you're going to forget the baking powder. And so baking is a very present activity. They agree. And so we wanted to bring in the best of what we could get to offer people, and so that's what we've done on this side of the store. The other part of the bulk, side of the room is, we're trying to approach a zero waste store on that side, so we encourage people to bring in their own containers, their own old spice jars. And then when you get to this side of the shop, this is where we really shine. This is my passion, baking. And so the scones, the brownies, the biscuits, the cookies, cupcakes, all of them are made in-house. From the caramel to the buttercream. September 12th was our first day open. And then so this is our third weekend. Honestly, it's been amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything more. We made 3,000 cookies the first weekend and sold out by Sunday. We made 3,000 cookies the second weekend and were sold out by Saturday afternoon. Some folks were in here and we were talking about the store, and they said how lucky I am to work in a place that I feel so passionate about. It's not work. Like, this is my shop. This is everything I've ever dreamed of as far as a career, a job, or anything. I get to do it every day. I get to make biscuits. Like, my hands are in flour all the time. Like, that's really, it's kind of pinched me.